German army dares Russia. Says don't even think of an attack. We are ready to lead NATO if required. Are these just empty threats? Or preparation for an inevitable war? A senior German military official dared Russia against attempting any aggressive action. German Army's Lieutenant General Alexander Sollfrank on October 29 said that Germany has the capability to deploy NATO forces to critical positions on the eastern flank should the situation demand it.
It is very important to understand that the Operation Plan Germany is there to ensure that we can move NATO troops, international troops, through Germany as quickly, as efficiently, and as orderly as possible to the right location on the eastern flank, so that we can send another signal to Russia. Beware. Do not dare to attack us. We are prepared.
Sollfrank, who heads Germany's Joint Operations Command in Berlin, stressed that national defense cannot rely solely on military forces. According to the official, building a resilient society capable of weathering crises remains essential to effective deterrence strategy. The military leader pointed to Ukraine as an example, noting how the nation has maintained essential state functions throughout the conflict, with educational institutions, commercial bakeries, and various industries continuing to operate despite ongoing security threats.
It is very important that we have a society that is resilient, that is robust, and that can also weather difficulties, that also has an enormous deterrent effect. When I look at Ukraine, Ukraine is functioning as a state, even though it has been subjected to massive attacks for 3.5 years.
These remarks align with recent statements from senior NATO commanders, who have called on both public and private sectors to prepare for an unpredictable security environment that could include potential armed conflict. The comments come amid ongoing discussions in Germany regarding military recruitment for the Bundeswehr. The official indicated that significantly higher recruitment numbers are needed and expressed support for military service as an important component of that effort. Germany suspended mandatory military service for men in 2011, which had previously allowed for alternative civilian service.
With the current strength of the German armed forces, we have around 182,000 soldiers. But I can't give you the exact figure today. That's not enough. We need significantly more. And I think that military service is a very important part of that.
Military forces across Europe have intensified their readiness preparations for possible confrontation with Moscow following Russia's invasion of Ukraine. NATO has issued warnings suggesting Russia could potentially mount a large-scale offensive against alliance territory as early as 2029. According to military analyst Vladimir Gundarov, Germany is preparing the groundwork for a potential war with Russia, which he believes could begin as early as 2029. Gundarov noted in his analysis for the magazine Armeeski Standard that Germany has effectively been warned of the possibility of war in 2029. He argued that Berlin is already preparing its naval forces for a direct confrontation with Russia and suggested that the deployment of these forces could begin even before any official outbreak of hostilities. The analyst believes that a potential trigger for escalation could come from an incident in the Baltic Sea, such as damage to underwater communication lines or energy pipelines, or allegations concerning Russia's so-called shadow fleet operating in the region. Such an event, in Gundarov's view, could be used as justification for NATO and Germany to attempt a blockade of the Kaliningrad region and Russian ports in the Gulf of Finland. In that scenario, Moscow would likely invoke Article 51 of the United Nations Charter, which grants the right to self-defense. However, Gundarov pointed out that the same article would allow Lithuania and Estonia to claim similar defensive measures, creating a situation in which neither side would formally be labeled the aggressor.